Good timing, oh yes. Great timing. You lucky devil. This is worth 18 submarines. Come on, Mama, let the good times roll.
So, Steve, she's now outside.
No,
Okay,
restaurants
because
use the
I was
Bacardi
actually going to
buttons.
mention that if Lemon was heading outside, Alex will probably follow after at least.
I don't know if there's a follow. But no, there's restaurants that use the Bacardi buckets. Like, there really are.
Yeah, and the casino also has the buckets.
Mm-hmm.
Dusty, you attempt to be a good Samaritan.
I'm a good fan.
And that's gonna lead into Mario immediately standing up in between you and Ladasha.
Oh.
And you're gonna have a little bit of a face down there.
Like his face is down there, or is it like a stand?
You have like a little face down there. Oh my god! Ah, what's that little face doing down there?
It's just
Not quite.
Oh no! All right, yeah. So he's gonna what? What? He puts his chest against me?
Yeah,
Relax,
it's
guy.
basically something like that. So give me a cool plus your reputation.
Ooh! What's my reputation?
Probably 0.
is this for standing?
Oh yeah, we haven't done. Yeah, I don't think I've got anything for that yet.
Yeah.
Hex reputation.
So my cool. So D10. So you want me to just do straight cool? None of the not a specific skill or anything.
Yeah, it's just cool plus your reputation.
Okay, so 8 plus.
What does the success even look like? It's like, oh, I see you stand in front of me. I'm impressed by your aura.
8 minus 2, I guess.
Please suck.
Because I imploded.
Please enjoy it.
My dick tucked up inside.
Yeah, you get a bit spooked by him. So he starts the interaction that way.
I mean,
Can I pat him with the napkins? And I'll pat his junk? Because I'm really desperate.
Who's a big boy?
He's the biggest boy. He's the biggest boy.
from a DM perspective, I'm just really curious what a success would even look like in this scenario.
Well, I did implode, but yeah.
No, I'm just really like, is Mario's like, I see you. Please, let me just take one step back and then continue this with another cool check or something.
So the way that face downs work, and
Oh, wait, is that an actual?
it's a real thing in the system,
Oh wow.
Okay.
which is mostly just somebody
That's why it sounded so weird.
Yeah, face downs are an official thing in the system. It's your cool plus your reputation plus a D10.
Okay.
Whoever wins whoever loses basically gets -2s against everything against that person for the rest of the encounter.
Aww.
Because they've been intimidated or they're been made lower.
Okay, so it's just a social intimidation.
Yes.
So what happens on a tie?
Nothing.
Okay.
Defenders win on ties. So, or wait, no, this is just
It's
a
not
straight.
combat.
This is So on tie, nothing happens.
Okay.
No, but I totally fucked up.
So he takes minuses fully for the rest of the encounter, which is what Mario wanted, because he's also attempting to then intimidate you to
would
just fucking leave.
I can't believe I critically
Judging
failed
by
on my
the
first.
flow charts of these things, there's a lot of social.
This game is a very
How
social
to.
game.
I mean, that's fine. I just the rules of social. This is called a face down. I'm like, that sounds really weird. Like, I think of stand down or face off, not face down. I don't know.
Right.
I feel like I've heard that before, but face down, it just doesn't
Can't
sound
say
quite
I
right.
have.
I
This
feel
is
like-
definitely the first I've heard of it.
It just doesn't sound
It's
exactly
kind of like a
right.
stare down.
Yeah, that's the word. that
Showdown.
Yeah, some kind
Showdown.
of down.
Face.
Some kind of down's going on.
I just never heard of face
Down
down, and it
syndromes.
really bugs the hell out of me for some reason.
Give me your pudding cup. I saw there was a whole video, or like several videos, of this one Down syndrome kid that wanted to be a boxer. So they were training him to be a box. Like they were training him to box, and they convinced some like low level professional boxer to fight him.
Oh, no.
And of course, the guy took a dive.
No, okay.
Of course, right.
But I could only imagine how insufferable that kid with Down syndrome must have been forever after that. Like, he goes back to he's riding the short bus. He's like, give me that seat. Like, what?
What makes you think he's
think
like?
I'm good? Like, you want some of this?
I'm like,
I'm a champion.
what makes you think he's like a jackass though?
I just imagine that it gave him so much confidence.
I mean, he could be a humble person.
I feel like he wasn't gonna be after that.
What makes you, because he had Down syndrome? And you worked with Down syndrome and other special needs kids swimming, and they would be jackasses to each other behind their back.
Some of them, yeah.
Yeah, only some. That means it's kind of 50-50.
Yeah, it's 50-50.
You remember that episode of Family Guy where Chris dated that Downsy chick because he just assumed all people with Down syndrome were nice, but that's not really the case.
Not the case at all.
It could be it's just 50-50 kind of person you are.
Yeah,
This whole part can't go on the internet.
It's almost like Down syndrome people are well-rounded people.
Yeah.
Where were we the other day that asked for money?
So why can't that boxer just be a well-rounded,
West Coast
humble
subs.
child?
He could be a nice
the name
kid,
of it.
but also at the same
Maybe you
time,
see.
he walked in to a boxing
that place,
ring thinking he could
Where's that
really
place you go
fight
get
this guy.
sandwiches?
Yeah, I mean,
Brother?
how
No,
old
the
is he?
other one.
Penn Station.
Is that what it's called?
I don't know.
All right, so
I
we
was
went
like,
to
if
Penn
he's
Station
younger,
the
that
other day,
makes sense.
and
Like,
they got a
he's really
poster on the
confident.
wall with a Down syndrome girl on it, and they asked us for donations for Down syndrome people, and we were like, oh no, not today, and I had to literally bite my lip and turn around before I said to the cashier, I don't want to let him down.
You should ask him something stupid like, "Will this cure Down syndrome?"
That's what I'm saying. Like, where's the money going? Like, is there an orphanage for people who abandon their children? Like, what's like? What are they doing with the money?
Well, you see, down the street there is the Downs home.
I donated for Down syndrome. There's still Down syndrome. What the hell?
Yeah. So, I hate any place that tries to make you feel bad for not hitting the little donation button, or if anybody ever
really
does.
take that sandwich right out of their mouth.
No, because
They did that South Park episode where he's now
yeah.
that hamster he's not going to college.
But I'm like, what the fuck? He's like, oh, well, why wouldn't you like? PetSmart always annoys me because the little buzzer, like the little thing comes up, and they always point it at you. That's like, do you want to donate
Hell no.
for pets?
No.
And I'm like, no, because me donating through this isn't me donating to that cause. It's I give you money and
So
your
you can't-
corporation
Yeah, I'm
Gets
not
a tax
donating
write-off.
your
gets a
tax
right,
break.
yeah, gets a tax break, and then
Yeah.
only like a third of it goes to them. Like, no, if I wanted to do that,
I had to go down to the damn center and then just give them the money.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, always got to be careful with who you're giving that
I
shit.
was like, honestly, if I really just wanted to help pets, I'm gonna fucking trap and get the money, get them to the vet and spay and neuter them. Like, I'm just gonna fucking do it. Get rid of all these damn feral cats.
Oh god, there's so fucking many.
They need to all get chopped
Yeah.
because they're making.
I've
too
been
many
half
babies.
tempted to just put that, like, they keep going under my house. So I keep getting tempted to go borrow from one of my redneck relatives. There are some live traps that they make for moles and other things. I'm like, oh, I'll just put that down there. And every time I catch a couple of cats, I'll just take them out into the middle of the middle of the country and just let them go. Where I know the coyotes are just going to eat them within a day or two. But I'm just...
You won't even take rats down a mile for a live trap. Why would you take cats down?
Because it's harder for me to snap a cat's neck.
Okay.
Like, I can't just put out a trap that when one of the cats goes, like one of the neighbor's cats
And they're not
goes
worth
in
wasting a bullet on, I guess.
then I got to deal with the cops because bullets cause a lot of noise.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the only thing that stopped me from doing this is I'm just convinced that once I get past like the second or third cat, at some point a neighbor is going to see me with a cage and their cat in it, put it into my car. And they're going to be like, what are you doing with Mr. Freckles? And I'm like, taking him somewhere. Why are you stealing my cat? I'm like, why is your cat outdoors?
What are
He's
you
an
gonna-
outdoor cat. No, he's
Now
going.
it's gonna be a very outdoor cat.
He's about to
Yeah.
take him even more outdoors. No, when it gets
Oh,
warmer,
God.
Bobby's gonna lay down some lye to get rid of all that cat and cat smell, and then I'm gonna just put some cinder
So if
blocks
I
in
could
front of that
seal
hole.
that shit up.
And if there's still cats down there somehow, then there's another hole, and I have no idea where the hell it is. But that thing out there should be the only entrance, and they just pushed it aside one winter, and I can hear like cat street fighting sometimes go on at our house.
Hate them. Fucking hate them.
I occasionally have cats that are having territorial fights on my deck.
We used to have like when I at my old or at Bobby's and them's house when I'd live there. Occasionally, the cats would all decide, "Oh, this front yard, perfect place to fuck." And so you just hear the yowling, or sometimes I guess they would get into turf fights. And the only solution was just, well, you know, I need to see how strong my the pellet gun I have here is.
God, can you imagine a fucking Monster Hunter world with turf wars, like just right outside your fucking front lawn? Like two giant beasts just either trying to fuck or kill each other.
Yeah, but like the only solution to getting them to shut up, because I always had to have my window open because how hot it was just, oh, let me just get this BB gun, pop, and then they both run off when one of them gets hit.
So Dusty's character is patting down Mario with napkins, saying, "So sorry."
He's more
sir."
like, I would say, he's kind of being intimidated by Mario currently, I would say, right?
Yeah, so he's showing submissive favor by just wiping him
Just trying to pat him
seductively with
down.
napkins.
Just a little
you're
pit,
just so...
pit pat.
Wow.
Dusty, what's
I'm
your
touching
body?
my favorite
Pat
wrestler and all
five.
kinds.
Oh, you're looking up.
See, yeah, I'm looking up at him. That's why, yeah, I'm not a big
touching
guy.
my-
I'm a cool
What's
guy.
Mario's body?
8.
Yeah.
So
Mario towers over him.
Uh-huh.
he gets to touch his favorite wrestler.
Well, Dusty.
I tell him what a big. I think I've told him what a big fan I am.
What a big fan?
I'm gonna say it again. What a big fan I am. And
You said such a big fan as you walked over with another guy who he knows, and then
I mean, does Mario truly know me? Does he truly know himself, though? That's the real question.
Why are you getting
yeah,
philosophical?
but like I didn't know.
Philosophical.
I didn't know what I was getting into here.
He doesn't really.
Lemons, he was high, man.
Does he really know Lemon? He just questioned who Lemon's parents were. Does he know who? He knows nothing of Lemon.
Dusty, give me a cool check to see if you're gonna stay cool enough to try to do your little mission of getting a feel.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Did you implode again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I got an 8.
Ooh.
So whatever it was, it's irrelevant. Yeah. Like,
Yeah, no, you back completely down.
yeah. Fuck.
Uh,
So, 2 rolls tonight, and they're both 1s.
Okay, try a different D10.
also
It wasn't
about
meant to be. It's your fate.
Apparently not.
so yeah, he stood up between you two, or you and Ladasha. He gave you quite the stare, and then as you like even pulled up the napkin, you just gave you more of a look that you're like, maybe not.
I guess I'm gonna leave.
And then you back up a little bit into a solo.
Uh-oh.
How do you know somebody's a solo in this world? You just assume every big person is a solo? Is it like a stereotype? Is it a racist
It
thing?
does sound like you have to kind of place them. You know, have to be. What's that word? When you-
Like
Profile.
You, like
Yeah,
you
you have to
assume,
profile,
like, are
yeah.
you okay? So you just assume everyone with a computer is like a nerd or something. That guy's
If
got a
they're wearing
laptop.
the
Get
virtual
him.
reality goggles, then right off, you know. But
So there are certain tells of certain things.
Like you could just be a really big dude and like not even bother.
You're not wrong.
Okay, I'm just.
He could just be a
could
big
just be a
guy.
sexy
So this
model,
is just
yeah.
okay.
But
Okay.
he backs up from Mario and bumps, like his back bumps into something that doesn't move at all and is also a pretty sizable body.
but
More napkins.
And then that person just hand on the shoulder, you're gonna have to leave.
Oh, now they say that.
comprende, amigo.
Well, when you're not actively doing chaotic things,
Stop resisting.
It's
there's
a
a
free
li-
table.
not quite.
Sorry, comprendo. Comprendo.
I promise you.
I promise you, all the ducks at the park, free.
I can't believe we're in a world where people want to actually just all the homeless people are gonna eat these fucking kids.
eat fucking
the
anything.
Canadian geese are gonna be the first to go in the apocalypse.
Not the Canadian geese.
So there is actively a person being like, you need to come with us.
Come with them or leave. You said leave first.
Well,
Come with them to the exit.
Yeah, all right.
Hold on.
Okay.
All right, yeah.
I thought like
That's where we're going
pull them
with
to the
this.
back to have a conversation.
Yeah,
Come
I'm not
with
gonna put up a
us.
fight with these guys. Yeah, I'm not trying. I'm not the one. He was the one. He's hyping up his match. I guess is what's going on.
I mean,
It's all-
by now, I guess Lemon's going home for another shower beer.
Sorry, did you
shower
say a
beer.
shower beer?
Yeah.
Oh wait, that's
Instead
when
of
you
a
drink the
beer.
beer in the shower.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I
I
thought
was-
you were showering in beer.
that's a beer shower. Completely different. No, he's planning on going and having the sad cop in the shower, hand against the wall, looking straight down, water
Why is
going over
it-
you, then
why
just
is
grab,
it sad cop? Why is it
then
not
just grab,
Spider-Man?
then just grab the beer and just.
Why can't I be?
It's like,
What am I
it's
doing?
like it's partially shower water in the beer. If you're like,
That's why
drink
it's
long
so
enough to-
delicious.
I just anytime I think of watery beer, I just think of Scrubs. When
what is-
when JD's dad dies.
Oh, in the bathtub?
Yeah, his. You know,
His
so
brother.
Never seen it.
his brother shows up after their dad dies, and it's like, Dad's dead, and all he has is he's just got like a 24-pack of beer, and he's already wasted. And he's like, okay, here we go, and the solution is he just puts his brother in the bathtub, and his brother just sits there in like a warm bath, and then over 3 or 4 days just keeps drinking beer in the
Do you need
bathtub.
paper plates, Steve?
Huh?
Do you need paper plates? Yep.
He just keeps drinking beers in the
Thanks,
bathtub.
Steve.
So drunk he can can't move.
I don't think we've opened that box of chips, by the way, if anybody wanted more chips.
And like his younger brother who's looking after him keeps refilling the toilet with
Ice.
and beer,
Oh, okay.
so that way he can constantly have like cold ones. And at one point he's like, what are you like? He's like, you want one? And the guy's like, no, I'm like, because people keep coming in and trying to talk to him to like freshen him up. He's like, you want one? And the whole bathtub is just filled with beer. And the guy who was talking to him was like, I don't want to even. You've been in that bathtub for 3 days. Have you refilled it? And he's like, no. He's like, so okay. So you're just gonna sit here and toil in what is now 90% urine and alcohol.
And yeah, the tide's probably turned that way, but
Yeah, a little bit. And he's like, okay. He's like, you sure you don't want a beer? And he's like, no. He's like, well, I'll have one last one. And he just sits there and he keeps picking up beers that are floating in the water, just backwash water.
Oh God.
Bath. That's mostly piss. Okay, that was a good one. He's like, that one's mostly there.
So, I know food is like hit or miss in Cyberpunk. I guess you're poor, you have no access to food, you're gonna eat
Mostly
any
kibble.
ducks you can find. What about access water and plumbing in general? Like, still same situation, poor, you got nothing, versus
I didn't think about that.
does like what is the element of?
It's not the cleanest, but there's water.
Okay, so it's like, but it's still safe. You can still drink it.
Sure.
It's like,
Good enough for
People
me.
who-
Relative.
live in
It's
Mexico.
relatively potable.
yeah.
Yeah.
If someone that wasn't in Cyberpunk went
It's
there,
not
they'd have
straight
a
up
hard time,
sewage.
but they are fine.
Yeah, there's not shit well, some places shit come out of your pipes. Your general apartments that you guys have.
But there's better access to water than food in general.
That's the only positive about Cyberpunk. Their water is great.
And I'm sure there's nestled at work, but like, I'm just curious in terms of,
You want water? Like from the toilet?
I mean, if it's drinkable, I guess in this world, yeah, I guess you take what you can get.